Guys, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gents, welcome back to a brand new Blitz News update. And today we are going to be discussing LEGO Ninjago the movie, and more specifically, the fantastic sets that have been now revealed and officially revealed by LEGO. So we're going to run through most of the sets, not all of the sets, because there are some sets that are still not finally confirmed, but once they are, I will go on ahead and make a video about that as well. But we're going to run through quite a few sets. Now, of course, like always, guys, don't forget, if you enjoyed today's Blitz News update, hit that like button, but also, more importantly, in the comment section below, let me know what is your personal favorite set and your personal favorite minifigure out of any of these sets. Now, to give you a little bit of context as to where I'm coming from as far as Ninjago is concerned, I've never actually bought any Ninjago sets, so I'm not particularly well versed in Ninjago or anything like that, but the movie sets really have me excited about the movie, and second of all, just the designs of the sets look fantastic. So as I run through this, I will let you guys know which sets I am thinking of picking up and which sets I'm thinking of skipping. So with that in mind, let's start. We're gonna move our way from, I guess, kind of like the smallest sets to the larger sets as we continue throughout. So first and foremost, we have the most basic of sets, a tiny little set which will be only 109 pieces big, and this is a set that will contain a Zane and a Kai minifigure. This is known as the Spinjitzu Training set, and it looks pretty good. It's a very simple set, but again, you have to consider the fact that this is a small set. It's probably going to be one of those like $12.99 to $14.99, you know, like, let's put it this way, from $12.99 up to maybe $17 price range. That's my guess for this set. It might be a little bit more expensive than the usual Ninjago sets because this is a tie-in with the film, so that's the only way I could see it be a bit more pricey. But other than that, the set looks cool. I personally don't think I'll be picking this one up unless if it will be on like some sort of discount or even better deal, just because there really isn't any standouts in this set that make me go like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, because even the two minifigures that are in the set don't really have me all that much excited about the set itself. So with that in mind, let's maneuver our way to the next set, which will be 233 pieces large, and this set is the Ninjago City Chase. Yes, there are a lot of City Chase sets that are put together over time in many different LEGO sets, but I have to say, I really like this set. This set I will pick up, and the main reason for it is because there's a really great villain minifigure collection in here. I also really like the actual brick build components. The light posts are fantastic. They have so much character, so much of personality, like with the lantern string across the board, across the two light posts. That looks fantastic. The little marketplace stand that they have for the fish and the apples and the cherries looks great as well. And on top of all that, there's a really cool little vehicle built in here where I guess you would maybe consider that like I was going to say a golf cart, but it's not really an electronic golf cart, like an electric bike kind of tricycle type thing, and it looks really quite cool as well. Now, as far as the actual character pieces in here, we have Lloyd Garma, which is awesome because he looks really cool. We have Naya, we have Ham, we have Officer Toke, and last but certainly not least, the coolest one of the bunch, in my opinion, is the Shark Army Thug. Yes, it's just a thug, but he does look really cool because he's got a hammer shark hammer that looks really neat. So, from there, let's maneuver our way to the Master Falls, which is a really cool double meaning because you've got Master Sensei Wu in this set, so it's kind of cool that, you know, he's in there and he is potentially going to fall down the bridge that is in here. Now, the brick build component for this particular set is pretty cool. I don't really love it, but I don't dislike it. It's just one of those kind of like average type designs. I really love the Kai minifigure in here because I think it looks fantastic. That hairpiece, I don't think I've ever seen it on any other LEGO figure before, so that's really exciting and quite cool. You also do get oh my gosh, what's his name? Jungle Garmadon, I think. And he looks epic, just really cool with a double torso, of course, duplicate arms. So that's sweet. He has a whole plethora of swords to go on ahead and slash his way into victory. So that looks really cool as well. As far as whether or not this will be a set that I will pick up, I think this will be another one of those sets, just like the first one, where if I see it on a good deal, I will pick it up just because I really would like to get that Kai minifigure. But the brick build component here doesn't really excite me in any way, shape, or form, so I'm not too worried about picking this one up. Now, the next set is one that I absolutely will pick up. This is probably the one set that I am like super duper for sure going to pick up because it just has so much personality and looks so very cool. This is the Manta Ray Bomber, and it is a 341 piece set. By the way, maybe I forgot to mention the piece count on the last one. It was 312. But this set right here looks fantastic. To me, this reminds me of the Lego movie sets that they had, where they had so much personality in the vehicles, and this is the same exact case here. The Manta Ray Bomber, like the actual brick build component, looks fantastic. It proper looks like a Manta Ray. It has like eyes, the wingspan, the mouth. It's super duper well done and looks really cool. But as if all that wasn't cool enough, you have a really good, solid, not great, but solid minifigure for Cole, so that's awesome. But then additionally to that, as if all that wasn't enough, we have Shanley, Great White, and the Shark Army Gunner. So really good collection of characters in there, and I assume Great White is the pilot of the actual Manta Ray Bomber. Maybe it's the Shark, what was his name? Maybe it's the Shark Army Gunner, that's his name. Either way, I think that the Great White, I assume that's his name, he looks fantastic. I love that they have another different style of shark cover, or I guess hat piece or helmet piece, in consideration to the other ones that they've done before in LEGO minifigures series. Those look cool, but this is just a whole nother level because it has actual printing and some really cool like technology components to it. So really excited about checking out that minifigure there. All right, so from there, let's maneuver our way right into the Water Strider, which is a 494 piece set. So we're getting really close to about 500 pieces strong. So this is going to be definitely a pretty hefty set already. This set will contain the characters of Kai again, but this one, it seems like he's going to be masked or helmeted, so that's why I really want to get that other one for that hairpiece. But we have Kai, we have the Shark Army Thug again, so that's another one of the thugs there. Then we've got Puffer, who is this really cool design. I really do think Puffer looks fantastic. That helmet is ridiculous, but I love it. I think that's really cool. And as if all that wasn't enough, we've also got Naya in there as well. So you've got, I believe Naya and Kai, they're brothers, right? Or brother and sister, so I hope that I'm not sure if that's still the storyline in the movie, but I'm pretty sure in the series that was the case. And it's very cool to see the fact that she's in here, that she's in the movie, and more importantly, that I guess she's in the actual sets. Now, the vehicle or the brick build component is the Water Strider, and I have to say it looks a little bit generic-y to me. Like, it kind of looks, it doesn't really have anything that I could like identify as, maybe it's the pictures, by the way, but to me, this doesn't really strike me as something where I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a really cool design. It's not a bad design, but it doesn't really excite me or make me want to pick up the set. As I said before, my favorite component of this set is probably Puffer. I really think that that minifigure looks super duper sweet. So from there, let's move on to another sweet and fantastic set, and this is the Green Ninja Mech Dragon. 544 pieces will get you the fantastically, ridiculously awesome Green Ninja Mech Dragon. And this thing is brilliant. It has exactly the opposite of everything that I said about the Strider. It has so much personality. I love the details that they have with the gold, and the coloring of green that they chose on this looks fantastic. It's this kind of almost like pastel green. It looks cool. I love the details such as like the tongue. It looks like the mouth will be able to open, so you'll have like an actual jaw component that will maneuver around. The legs seem to move. The tail seem to have multiple articulation points. And you also have a pretty good collection of minifigures in here because you have Green Ninja, who is, well, maybe I shouldn't spoil that, but let's just say the Green Ninja, Sensei Wu, Garmadon, and Charlie. So you got a really nice little roster of characters included in here. I think that's super duper cool and very neat to see. So from there, let's move on to the Lightning Jet. So right now that we're getting into like the higher piece counts, I have to say like all of these sets are very impressive. These are probably all sets that I would like to own, which obviously kind of stinks because these are going to be the most expensive of the bunch. But this set as well looks really nice. So we're kind of getting into a territory also, by the way, you might notice where kind of each one of the Ninjago members has their vehicle or like their vehicle awesome set, where For Mr. Lloyd, or the Green Ninja, we have the Mech Dragon. Then we have the Lightning Jet for Jay here. And the Lightning Jet looks cool. I really love that it has this it kind of almost looks like an insect, the way that it's done up, and that looks really sweet. And it's very appropriate because the other brick build component in the set is actually a very insect-looking like character. I'm not really sure what his actual name is of the vehicle. I assume that the name of the character is probably Krusty, because he looks like a crab kind of. And I guess that's what they're going with for the actual insect slash crab-like creature here. The character, the minifigure of Krusty, looks cool because he's got this very cool looking helmet. So again, it has a lot of personality. But the brick build component, it seems like it's going to be very small, but it has so many cool little details like the mouth, the little teeth, the claw arm, and the stickers that bring a little bit more life and detail to the whole thing. Looks fantastic as well. The other minifigures in this set will also be Ed and Edna, who are Jay's parents, of course. Then you have Jay, who I mentioned before already. You've got Krusty, who I've mentioned before as well. Then you've got Shark, who is, I guess, the name of the character, or I assume it's got to be the guy either in the, it's not a helmet. Oh, what is it called? Like when you go to scuba diving. Oh my goodness. I don't know what it's called. Like the tube on his head. I assume it's that guy, but if not, it has to be the other guy with the thug that has the hammer thing in his hand. So I'm not too certain as to which character is which, because of course the movie's not out yet, and I'm not sure if these are characters that were all pulled from Ninjago. If they were, please let me know down in the comment section below which of which characters is whom. So with that all in mind, let's move on to the Fire Mech, which is Kai's vehicle of choice, and it looks ridiculously cool. This very much gives me the vibe from Lego Movie, if you remember, when Emmett built that awesome suit from the construction vehicles. This kind of has a similar vibe to me, but I really, really do love the way that it looks. Even though it looks like something that would put out fires, it looks like it actually causes them, because he's got two flamethrowers in hand ready to flame all of Garmadon's creatures and take them all down. So that's really, really cool looking for certain. As far as the entire roster of characters included for this set, we're going to get Kai, Zane, Lauren, Henry, Hammerhead, and Jelly. So a pretty good collection of characters will be included in this particular set as well. So that is absolutely awesome. So from there, let's move right along to one of the absolute largest sets, and this is a 1,403 piece set. It is the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon, and it looks spectacular. It is actually surprising how detailed it is, considering it is only 1,400 pieces. I know some people might say that's a lot of pieces, and I agree with that, but when you look at the picture of what is included in the set, it's kind of like, wow, that's only 1,400 pieces. So I'm really excited to put this thing together and see if it looks that good in person, or if maybe somehow, you know, through magic of photography, they were able to hide some of the blemishes and kind of the bad sides of this thing. But either way, I'm very impressed with it. I love that the front looks really nice, and then when you look at the back, it actually has some really cool play features to it. Like you've got a cell for hiding away minifigures, you've got like a little trap for Garmadon, you've got multiple rooms so you could have different members of the Ninjago team just hanging out. So that's really cool. And then there's this really cool flame effect up on top of the temple as well. So that's very, very, very neat looking. It will also include a pretty good bunch of characters, which will include Jungle Garmadon. It will include Cole, Kai, Naya, Jay, Lloyd, and Zane. So this is going to be kind of your best way of getting almost the entire Ninjago team as far as like the core characters. They're all there. You've got Cole, Kai, Zane, Jay, Lloyd, but and Naya, of course, but you're going to miss out on Sensei Wu. So if you want to have like a complete roster, you're still going to need to pick up a set that has Wu in there so that he could be included. But this is a really, really, really solid set because the brick build component looks great. And on top of that, the actual character selection is fantastic as well. And I didn't even mention this. It has these really cool looking like stone monsters, which reminds me of Ghostbusters, but it looks cool. They're brick built and they look fantastic. Really, really nicely done, and can't wait to put those together myself. Then we move on to the largest of the sets, and that is the Destiny's Bounty, which is another boat. Recently, actually, LEGO released that Pirates of the Caribbean boat, which looks amazing. I've been so tempted to get that. I haven't decided if I want to go with it, but it looks awesome, and it seems like LEGO is continuing in that direction of just giving us absolutely fantastic boats, and this is no different. This thing looks beautiful. I really, really am impressed by all the details for this thing. I also have personally never actually bought a boat from LEGO that has sails, so what I would love to know from you guys are the sails themselves, are those like plastic pieces that just kind of like hover over one another, or is that like actual cloth? Let me know down in the comment section below if you've ever bought a boat that had sails on it from LEGO, and what was the actual material like, because I'm actually really intrigued to find out. Now, as far as the details of the boat, it looks fantastic. There's a lot of very, very tiny little details here, which is exactly what you expect when you're talking about a set that is well over 2,000 pieces large. So you want those details, and it seems like they are there, so I'm very, very excited about that. I love the lantern design being present here as well on the boat itself. That looks great to see as well. I think they're also using track pieces, like the stuff that they would usually use for like tanks and stuff like that, on top of the boat, which looks really cool, and I don't think we've ever gotten them in that kind of beige color, so that looks quite neat as well. And of course, the front mast of the boat looks fantastic with the double dragons looking super duper menacing and cool. Now, as far as the characters included in this set, well, we've got a fantastic character selection in here with the inclusions of Jay, Zane, Naya, Kai, Cole, Lloyd, and Sensei Wu. So remember when I said about the previous set, like, hey, you're not going to get the full team? Well, if you want the full team, this is going to be the way to go, because this will literally allow you to have every single one of the characters that you would care for to be included for the Ninjago side of things. As far as the good guys, of course, if you want Garmadon or bad guys, you're going to have to look elsewhere, but it is really cool that the larger set will give you a complete roster and a complete team to add to your collection. Now, the final thing I'm going to discuss here is actually the movie Garma Mecha Man, which was, I said Mech Man like Vince McMahon. No, Mecha Man, which is Garmadon's, I guess, bad guy mech suit, which we actually see in the first teaser trailer, or maybe it was in the trailer, I don't remember. Either way, it looks fantastic. Even though, yes, it's mostly gray and black, which is kind of boring, I think it gives it that cool, suave look, and it makes it very bad guy appropriate. So that's a really neat looking set as well, and I really am happy that we're going to get a bad guy main vehicle included in the official release sets as well. And it seems like it's going to come with Great White, Garmadon himself. I'm not really sure who the civilian character is, but there's a civilian character in there, and then also the Green Ninja. So with all that in mind, ladies and gents, there you go. That is a lot of sets discussed. Yes, I know I'm actually right as I'm wrapping this up. There's been another huge set that has been confirmed. We're talking like 4,800 pieces. That is insane. But I am going to go on ahead and discuss that set in a separate video just because there's so much to it. So be on the lookout for that video, probably either later on today or maybe tomorrow morning. But thank you guys so very much for watching today's video. If you guys stuck through the whole thing, I truly, truly do appreciate you guys for doing so. Don't forget to hit that like button and let me know down in the comment section below which set are you going to be picking up, which is your favorite, and which minifigure stood out to you personally. Thank you guys so very much for watching today's video. I will hopefully catch all of you here next time. Peace out. I'll see you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.